Good afternoon, everyone. As y'all can see, I am wearing a bolder pink lip color and a little bit more pink on my cheeks, and that's because I'm gonna do like a traditional Valentine's Day eye look for y'all. And this is the palette that I'm gonna be working out of. We have Mama, which I use quite a bit. It's just really pretty, almost kind of like a ballet pink. And then I have the Mi that I'm going to be using as well, which is the darker pink. And then I have Peppa down here, and of course my unicorn. So to get started, I am just going to go in with the Mama and go across my lid with it. And for that, I'm just going to use kind of like the smudge end of a brush. And that is pretty much just going to be like the base. And I'm just going across the lids. And then the Peppa will be my transition shade, and the Mi Yeehaw will go on the outer corner of my eye as well. And I'm just going to build this up just a little bit more, just so you can get that pink really to show. And I did post a video this morning that was from yesterday showing just the step-by-step process of how I do my makeup routine starting from scratch, because I know when I'm doing my eye looks I already have my face on and everything and just do the eyes. So I did upload a video so y'all can see how I do everything. And then I'm just going to hit the other eye. And just going across, kind of just building that pink in, because it is a pale pink. I almost compare it to like a ballet color. And then the color that I have on my lips and cheeks is called Ruby. And it is, I put quite a bit on my lips. I built the color up just so it would show up. And since I'm doing like your traditional Valentine's Day, it is the same color on my cheeks, but it's not quite as bright. And I'm going to put a little bit more of this Mama on this lid. And I'm just swiping it across. Yeah, I think I'm going to put just a tad bit more on the other, just so they're completely even. Alright, and I'm going to find my towel. It's behind me. And I'm just going to wipe that on, just kind of tap it and clean it just in case I need to use that brush later on. I don't think so, but just in case. Now what I'm going to do is take the Peppa and go into my crease with it, like my transition shade. And I'm just going to use the pencil in and just kind of swirl it around. Blow it off. And then just go in. And it does have just a tad bit of shimmer to it, but not so much that it's overwhelming. And I'm just going back and forth with this. And then I will take the blend brush, of course, and blend it all out. you can, like I said, you can just build the color up as much as you want. Make it as bold or as light as you want. I'm going just a little bit more bold today. And there we go. And then I will drag that color underneath my eye as well. I'm just going to swipe it on my towel just so I start with, even though I'm using the same shade, I start with a clean brush. And I'm just going to go over here and do the same exact thing. The sun has finally come out here. I was a little worried this morning because it was started to drizzle and rain and it was very cold and dreary, but we finally have sunshine. And grab just a little bit more. And I'm going just a little bit above my crease as well. I'm not staying directly in the crease. I start there and then I just kind of work my way upwards, but not all the way up to the brow bone. You want to leave that open. I'm going to flip the brush over and I'm just going to lightly just go back and forth with that windshield wiper motion and just blend it. And do the same thing over here. And I'm going to dip back in and go underneath. Just to connect those colors. Is everybody getting ready for the Super Bowl tonight? I believe I heard a couple of the players, I don't know which team, had tested positive for COVID, so I'm not sure what's going on with all that. I really don't follow pro football. I really haven't followed any football this year, actually. And just going back and forth. And now, just wiping it. There's like no product on the brush at all, but just to be on the safe side. And then I'm going to dip into the Miyha right here, which I know I always butcher that name. And just hit that outer corner with that triangle motion. And this you can go as light or as dark as you want. I'm going a little bit on the lighter side of it. I have done looks where it is very bold and very pink. And I'm just kind of flicking it inwards, but not going all the way into the middle of my lid. Kind of staying like a quarter on my lid, if that makes sense. I'm just going to dip just a tad bit more. And kind of go just a tad bit into the crease with it, but not too much. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. And I like to kind of start where I want it to end and kind of go downwards, and then go flick it kind of back. I kind of do it differently for each eye, but for my right eye, I like to kind of go where it's going to end. And this side went darker, but that's okay. I can blend that out. And then just hitting up in that crease just a tad. And I'm just going to flip my brush over and just kind of blend it. And of course my eye started watering, so I'm like, yay. So I'm just going to grab my perfector and try and get some of that where my eye started watering a little bit. Try to get down here at my lash line. And blend it that way, and then I may even go underneath my eye just a little bit with that color. Not a whole lot though. So you've got a mixture of the pepper and the miha. I'm like, I don't know if it's allergies coming up or what, but my eyes are just like non-stop watering, which is not good right now when you're trying to apply makeup. And I did not go all the way across my eye with it. I just kind of went to the middle part of it. And like I said, that is just to connect that color as well. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to clean this brush, because pinks, even though you have no product, they will kind of tend to stain your brushes. So I'm just going to clean them really quick, and then I'm going to go in with the unicorn, and we're going to focus that like on the middle part of your lid, and then I'm going to do that as a brightening as well on the inner corners. And if you've seen my videos, y'all know I love to use that unicorn. It's so pretty. And the Glamazing illuminator. I like to use that on my brow bone quite a bit. It gives it that extra little pop. And it is kind of a, it's not like a white. It's more of like a champagne color. So I like to do that. Alright, so now that the brush is clean, I am just going to go in with the unicorn and just tap a little bit, and then focus right on the middle part of my eye. And that's just so you kind of get that sparkle, and I will blend it as well. all y'all can see is I just flip my brush over. And now I'm just kind of going down with the fluffy end just to soften that unicorn, but not so much that you don't get that little pop of sparkle right there in the middle of your eye. And then I am going to do just a little bit on the inner corner, just for that brightening. And y'all can see how it just kind of like brings out your eye and brightens it. And now I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. And just focus right there. And as you can see, I'm just kind of dragging it down and trying to stay in the apple part of the eye. Because anytime you're doing any kind of sparkle, glitter, anything like that, you want to kind of focus it on the middle part. Just so it's not too distracting. Now if you're going for a super glam look like I've done before, then yes, I will put it across my whole lid. And now I'm just going to flip it over and kind of drag it down some. Hit the inner corners of this eye. And then fluff it out. And now that the eye is done, well, for the most part, I'm just wiping off, and then I'm going to dip into that Glamazing and hit my brow bone. And the Glamazing, of course, just adds that extra like champagne color to your brow bone. And I am using the fluffy end of the brush so you don't pick up too much of it. And then you put a little bit on the tip of your nose, just for a little bit of illumination. Checking that mirror behind me. You can put some up here, like on the top of your cheekbones. And then I will take another brush and blend that out. Add some mascara, and the look is completed. And this is you know, your traditional glam Valentine's Day look. I will play around with some other colors and try and post them later on this week. And that way y'all can take your pick on which one y'all like best. And don't forget, hit that little subscribe button at the bottom of the screen so you will get notified on when I post new videos. I know I do a lot of eye looks, but like I said, I will start posting when I go live, either on my personal Facebook page or Instagram, my business page. I will save those videos and then upload them. That way y'all aren't strictly just seeing eye tutorials. And there we go. Mascara is on. I will close my eyes so y'all can kind of get a close-up of it. Y'all tell me what you think. Leave comments. And I will be seeing y'all later. I hope y'all have a fantastic Sunday. Enjoy watching the Super Bowl if you are watching it. And I will see y'all later.